the pride of Iron Spire. In a realm where storm clouds churn eternally, their thunder echoing like war drums, stood Iron Spire, a city of jagged spires piercing a crimson sky. Its towers gleamed with obsidian and silver, monuments to human ambition, but their shadows cloaked the slums below in despair. At the city's heart rose the unfinished tower of Vares, its stones carved with the name of its lord, a man whose pride rivaled the heavens. Lord Vares, clad in velvet and crowned with gold, dreamed of a legacy that would outshine the stars. Yet, in the city's underbelly, a mason named Lila toiled, her hands shaping the very stones that fed Vares' vanity. Beyond the spires, a darker presence stirred, Lucifer, the fallen one, his voice a silken flattery, weaving pride into Vares' heart, as he had in Eden and would in Blackthorn, seeking to topple God's humble order, the Lord's ambition. Vares stood atop his tower scaffold, his cloak billowing the gale, surveying Iron Spire like a god. His architects trembled, their plans unrolled as he demanded, "Higher, let the heavens bow to my name." The workers, masons, carpenters, laborers, groaned under the weight of his vision, their wages scant, their backs bent. Vares cared not for their cries, his heart stone, his eyes fixed on glory. At night, in his gilded hall, a shadow appeared, its form cloaked in starlight, whispering, "You are unmatched, Vares, build beyond God's reach." The flattery warmed him, drowning the faint voice of his childhood faith when he knelt in the village chapel, humble before the Creator. The city suffered as the tower grew. Markets emptied, families starved, their resources funneled to Vares' dream. Lila, a mason with eyes like storm clouds, saw the toll. Her father, a fellow mason, had died under a fallen beam, his sacrifice forgotten. Lila prayed nightly, her calloused hands clasped. "Lord, soften Vares' heart." The shadow sneered, its voice in her dreams. "Your prayers are dust. Power rules Iron Spire." Yet Lila's faith held, a spark in the city's gloom, like Rahab's quiet hope in Jericho's chaos. The dream of the cornerstone. One moonless night, as rain lashed Iron Spire's slums, Lila dreamed of Corey aglow with divine light. A cornerstone, unhewn yet perfect, pulsed with warmth, its voice soft but unyielding. "Build low, Lila, with a humble stand firm. Place me at the tower's base, and Iron Spire will endure." She woke, trembling, the vision seared into her soul. The shadow hissed, "Fool, Vares' tower is your doom." But Lila, trusting the dream, slipped into quarry at dawn, her chisel carving the cornerstone, its surface etched with a simple cross, unseen by the overseers. Lila's hands bled as she worked, her heart wrestling doubt. "Why me, Lord?" she prayed, her faith tested like Abraham's on Moriah. The workers, her kin, mocked her. "Lila, you'll die for nothing like your father." Yet she persisted, hiding the stone among the tower's foundation blocks, her act a silent rebellion against Vares' pride. The shadow's whispers grew frantic. "Your stone is worthless," but Lila's prayer echoed, "Let yours stand, not mine." The tower's ascent. Months passed, and Vares' tower soared, its spires grazing the clouds. Banquets filled his hall, lords praising his vision, while workers perished in scaffolds, their names unrecorded. Vares, intoxicated by acclaim, felt invincible, the shadow's voice now his guide. "You need no god but yourself." He ignored the tremor shaking Iron Spire, cracks in the earth, storms fiercer than memory. Lila, laying stone, saw the signs, her heart heavy. She whispered to her friend Jonah, a carpenter, "The tower's pride will fall." Jonah, weary but loyal, nodded, "We trust in God, not Vares." The shadow, sensing Lila's faith, turned to Vares, urging, "Punish their murmurs. You are their king." Vares decreed harsher labor, chaining workers to dusk. Lila's cornerstone, hidden at the base, pulsed faintly, unnoticed, its light a quiet promise. She prayed, her voice a thread in the storm. "Lord, let your humility prevail as you spared Elian." The shadow roared, its form a fog creeping through the slums, but Lila's faith, like the scarlet cord in the fall of Jericho, held fast. The tempest's judgment. A tempest struck Iron Spire, its winds howling like 1,000 wolves, lightning splitting the sky. Varys stood atop his tower, defiant, shouting, "I am eternal!" The shadow laughed, its flattery now a trap. "Your pride is your ruin." The tower groaned, its stones cracking, and Varys' heart faltered, a flicker of fear piercing his hubris. Below, Lila rallied the workers, leading them to shelter, her voice calm amidst chaos. "Trust the cornerstone," she urged, her faith unwavering. As the storm raged, the tower collapsed, its spires dust, Varys' name buried in rubble. Yet, at its base, Lila's cornerstone stood firm, its cross glowing, shielding the workers' shelter. The slums, spared, hummed with awe, the light a beacon in the tempest's wrath. Varys, humbled, crawled from the ruins, his crown lost, his eyes meeting Lila's. "What is this stone?" he whispered. Lila, gentle, replied, "God's humility, stronger than pride." The shadow fled, its lies exposed, as in the prodigal son's return. The rebuilding, Varys, stripped of glory, knelt before Lila, his heart softened like clay. "Teach me," he pleaded. Lila, with Jonah and the workers, rebuilt Iron Spire, not a tower, but homes, markets, a chapel where the cornerstone rested, its cross a symbol of God's mercy. Varys served, his hands blistered, his pride dust, his life a testament to humility. The city flourished, its spires low but radiant, like the mustard seed's growth. In distant Blackthorn, Mira would hear of Iron Spire's fall, her faith kindled against the dark fiend's schemes. God's teaching on humility, as in the Pharisee and tax collector, Luke 18 verses 9-14, exalts the lowly, while pride falls like Jericho's walls, as Jesus taught. Whoever exalts themselves will be humbled, and whoever humbles themselves will be exalted. Matthew 23 verse 12. Practical applications. Daily gratitude. Each morning, thank God for a small blessing, e.g., a kind word, fostering humility, as Lila's cornerstone grounded her faith. Serve unseen. Weekly, perform an unnoticed act of service, e.g., helping a co-worker, cleaning a shared space, reflecting God's favor for the humble, like Lila's quiet work. Reflect on pride. Nightly, journal one moment you sought recognition, praying for a humble heart, as Varys learned through ruin. Connection to your stories. This parable mirrors Rahab's humility in the fall of Jericho, Abraham's surrender in the binding of Isaac, and the woman at the well's transformation, opposing Lucifer's pride and the curse of the dark fiend. The cornerstone echoes Eli's faith in the Feast of Abundance, a small act yielding divine abundance, and a redemptive hope post the shattering of Eden.
Thanks for watching. Share God's love and subscribe for daily Bible inspiration. God bless you.